Well, I've been so focused on talking about the Bucks that I haven't even focused on talking about the Brewers. Yeah, and they made another trade a couple days ago that I completely forgot to make a video on. So, that's that. Alright, let's get on to the show.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Right about now, about now, about now, about now.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your man Cloudboy Bales, and welcome to another episode of Wisco Sports. Today's episode, I have not even talked about Brewers. I made a couple fun compilation videos on the Brewers recently, but, there hasn't really been much talk because, I've been so focused on making stuff for the Bucks this past month. These last 2 months, you know what, I haven't even focused on Packers even, news on that. Obviously my mainstream is to talk about the Packers and the Brewers, but I've been so focused on the Bucks recently that I haven't even had time to talk about the other teams that really my page I talk about. So anyways, there was a trade a couple days ago that actually I thought was an interesting trade because first off, we're kind of low on depth. Now, the thing was, here's the trade. Brewers so they already acquired the guy, and he already actually got a start and everything, so that's a good thing. But we got first baseman Rowdy Tellez. That's a very interesting name. He's on the Blue Jays, and he did some good things in 2019. Had 20-something home runs. He did pretty good, and, then things happened, and then, with the Toronto Blue Jays, their lineup is so dang good. He honestly has been playing in AAA because of that. So, anyways, with that, we had to give away some people in order to do that. So one of those guys was Trevor Richards, the guy that we traded for, along with the guy that we got along with Willie Adames in that trade. So thank you, Trevor, for all you did, even though that literally was for a month, probably. That literally we had this guy for about a month. So, you know what? So we're thankful that we got a guy that did some stuff. Anyways, I don't think there's any other pieces in the deal. I think that was really the big names that kind of came out of it. But he's been in AAA ever since June 22nd because, they're right now Blue Jays really have a rocking lineup, and I don't really think they're going to see anything. So obviously, this was a smart move because the Brewers, even though I'd say we have first baseman, we don't really have a clear guy that's been staying consistent. Now, so we started the year out with Castanheira, and he obviously is dealing with family issues, so that probably is a reason why he's having a down year. Started out terrible, now he's hitting 160-something, so I'm like, okay, he's hitting some stuff. He's been playing in AAA, and he's been doing really good, so that's why we called him back up. But the only reason why we did was because Daniel Vogelbach, who was playing first base, and honestly, he was doing fantastic for us during that whole stint in the last couple of months, but he got injured, and he tweaked his hamstring or something. I don't know what it was, but it was a very serious injury that probably cost that's like 6 weeks. So he's gonna be out for a couple more weeks. So we had to call up Castanheira because we're basically out of options. And yeah, he did better. He was able to hit 3 home runs and a bunch of RBIs. So I'm like, okay, he's doing a lot better. But now he's starting to be quiet again. So the thing is, with Hira being inconsistent and Daniel Vogelbach not available for a couple more weeks, that means we needed a guy. So Rowdy Tellez could be a guy that obviously will. I think Hira and him are going to switch off every game or now. But I think it's a good move. Maybe this guy ends up being really good for us, and he ends up being a stud, and then we don't even send him back, and he ends up being super good. So you know what? I'm being very optimistic about that. And then another thing, I can look at is, if, for example, Rowdy ends up being super good and we get Vogelbach back, then we'll have those two guys being switching off and stuff. And then Hero might not even see the Brewers. See, the thing is, Hero could actually be traded away, which is obviously a big possibility, because if we want someone big, Hero is a guy I think we could trade away. Like, Heston Hira and Jackie Bradley Jr. are definitely guys that I see the Brewers they could trade away for someone start. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are like thinking we could go for a big third baseman, which is another possibility. But you know what? With the way Urias has been playing, I don't really want to take that chance because he's actually been doing pretty good for us. So I don't really want to give up on him quite yet. And then Cole Wong's been injured, but so far at second base we've been playing Jace Peterson, and he's called on base Jace, and I do not see us DFAing him for the rest of the season. He's going to be coming off the bench. I mean, he can play pretty much most positions. So, from what I know, I think Jace Peterson will be pretty much out there most of the time. I don't see us bringing him down unless he's injured. And then anyways, a third base would be fine. You're going to get Travis Shaw back too. Don't forget about that. Obviously, it's going to be a while, but you're going to get him back. So, and then don't forget Kane. We got Lorenzo Kane. We haven't seen him like most of the entire year. So, that's a big deal. So injuries have been things. So I think the Rowdy Tellez deal might be a great deal for in the meantime. If we get Vogelbach back and Keston Hira actually considerably hits well, then I'll say that we will probably send him down to AAA. So that's that. So as of right now, I think I like what we got right now, but it's going to be tough because, we should have really taken 2 out of 3. That one game yesterday really should have been a 1. We should have won both those games. But, it's going to be tough because we're going to play one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, the Reds. And we play them 4 times, and then we play them 3 times right after the All-Star break. So we play them 7 times in a row. So this is going to be very tough. Just saying. So anyways, Game 2 is on tonight for the Bucks as they take on the Suns. Game time is at 8 o'clock. And then I'll obviously be making a video after the game. Hopefully I am in positive thoughts after this one. But anyways, let's just hope for a win. So anyways, it's a man, Clubboy Bales. Go and more updates to come. Subscribe below. Comment with your thoughts. And we'll see you next time. Go Brewers and go Bucks.